This morning, during a small ceremony, a little girl handed me a mango, perfectly ripe, glowing gold in the morning sunlight. It was the sweetest thing I had tasted in months. But then, without the slightest hesitation, she looked up at me and asked, "Acharya, do you ever think about death?" You know, truth often arrives in the sticky voice of a 5-year-old whose chin is dripping with mango juice. And she was right. We all think about death. Sometimes it's just a faint whisper in the back of the mind, and sometimes it's a loud, urgent scream you simply cannot ignore. But here's a real twist. Death is no gentleman. It doesn't knock at the door, it doesn't send you a polite message in advance. It certainly doesn't say, "Dear Acharya, may I drop by next Tuesday at 3 p.m. to turn off your life force? And by the way, could you bring snacks?" No, it just appears. Like an uninvited guest who eats all your mango chutney and leaves muddy footprints on your white tiles. In his wisdom, the Buddha didn't simply say, "Yes, death will come." He identified 4 distinct pathways, 4 exit doors from this grand hotel called life. I like to imagine them as 4 doors along the endless corridor of samsara. You don't know which one you'll walk through, but walk through you will. Let's stroll down that corridor together. Door 1, Āyukkhaya Marana. Death by lifespan expiration. Picture this lamp. Sturdy, well-made, the wick is still intact, the brass may have dulled a little, but it's still strong. But I lift it, tilt it, peer inside, not a single drop of oil remains, bone dry. That's Āyukkhaya, the natural end of a life's allotted time. The body has completed its work. The car has reached the end of its mileage. No accident, no explosion, simply fuel gone. I remember my uncle Prasarat. He was over 80. Every single dawn, rain or shine, he would walk to the temple. Then one day, he didn't wake up. No pain, no machines, no drama. Just like a quiet river meeting the sea. The lamp's oil gone, the flame gently extinguished. Door 2, Kammakkhaya Marana. Death by exhaustion of kama. Now imagine the same lamp, full of oil, but the wick completely burned to the end. That's Kammakkhaya. The body could continue, the fuel is there, but the inner life force, that will to remain, has burned away. My Aunt Mally was just like this. The doctors would say, she's still strong as an ox. But after her husband of 50 years passed away, she seemed to lose the will to stay. She ate less, spoke less. 3 months later, she was gone. The oil tank was full, but the spark was gone. Door 3, Ubhayakkhaya Marana. Death by the ending of both lifespan and kama. And then there's the universe's combo deal. The oil runs out and the wick burns out at the same time. Think of Mr. Kumar. Years of running his shop had been wearing him down, the wick slowly fraying. Then one day, thud, a massive heart attack. The oil tank bursts. Both ended at once. One moment you're here, the next every door in the corridor slams shut. Door 4, Upacchedaka kama. Death by destructive kama. This is the great demolisher. Not slow, not gentle, sudden, fierce, unstoppable. Somasyak was young, strong, a marathon runner. One bright morning, he was running, sunlight on his face, lungs full of fresh air, and suddenly, crack, a branch fell, or perhaps an unseen weakness inside his body gave way, and it was over. This isn't accident or bad luck. It's the fruition of a seed sown many, many lives ago. When its time comes, it arrives. At the final threshold, what one sees. This is the part that still sends shivers through me even after so many years. At the moment of departure, you will encounter one of 3 visions. 1, the fading light, a sense of peace, completion, the gentle dimming of a lamp. 2, the broken path, the sudden end of a road you were walking, leaving things unfinished. 3, the sudden storm. a force so inevitable it sweeps you away in an instant. The Buddha didn't teach this to frighten us. He taught it to wake us up. So what should we do? We should practice now. We should love now. We should forgive now. We should live consciously now. Because that guest, they don't send a message. They may arrive while you're washing dishes, tying your shoes, or halfway through your favorite mango. If we live with wisdom and compassion, then when that door opens, we'll be ready. We'll greet them like an old friend and step forward without fear. Death is certain. Its timing is uncertain. Live fully, love deeply, let go lightly.